everybody. John Van Dyke here for New Jersey Exposed. Today is Thursday, March 3rd, 2022. Time is 3:28 p.m. Yes, of course, that is Jersey time. Union Beach, to be exact, Jersey time. I'm down here at the waterfront looking across the river at New York City. I can see the Verrazano Bridge as clear as can be. All right, we got another well-trained professional hero, always out there risking our lives as he protects and serves the government. This one comes out of Delaware. This is reported on CNN.com. Reads as follows. Well, wait a second. It came out on March 1st, 2022. Former Delaware police officer charged in 2 excessive force cases after surveillance video went viral. Well, how about that? Once again, a camera has caught a bad cop. I'm telling you, the camera is like kryptonite to them. It just exposes them and they can't rewrite the narrative. Well, here's the story. There it is. And of course, there is video of this, which I will include. Okay, let's find out what this hero did. And bootleggers paid special attention. I'm offering to all you bootleggers out there, please feel free to chime in and explain to me what happened here, how it's not the officer's fault. A former Delaware officer seen on surveillance footage appearing to slam a suspect's head against a plexiglass has been indicted on multiple charges, including 2 felonies, officials announced Monday. The State Department of Justice Division of Civil Rights and Public Trust secured the indictment against former Wilmington police officer Samuel Waters, 27. Well, once again, what do I say? Don't hire him under the age of 30. Attorney General Kathy Jones announced in a news release. And that's all they say about this. Oh, wait a second. Maybe it does say that. I can read more here. Hold on, folks. CNN has been unable to locate the attorney for Waters. And let's see what else. Waters faces charges in 2 cases that occurred last September, according to 8-count indictment. These pop-ups, they're a nuisance. Bear with me, folks. Okay. One of the excessive force incidents came to the department's attention after the surveillance video went viral, according to AG release. The footage allegedly shows Waters at a store on September 21st, forcing a man's head to strike a plexiglass window several times during an arrest, according to the indictment. Now, from what I know, this plexiglass is bulletproof glass, so it's pretty rigid. Waters had failed to turn his body-worn camera on when he should have, and allegedly lied in the official documentation of the incident, the indictment said. Oh, what a surprise. Now, this definitely has to be an isolated incident, because everybody out there knows that police officers do not lie on reports. They're always honest. And I'm sure the reason the body camera wasn't on because he just forgot. He probably was just caught up in the moment of trying to enforcing a law and protecting everybody that he just forgot to put it on. The victim was injured, suffering lacerations and bruising to the face, according to the indictment. The victim, identified as Dwayne Brown, in the civil lawsuit he filed against Waters in October, alleges Waters never identified himself verbally as a police officer and had used a racial slur when striking him. Waters is white. Brown's lawsuit states it alleges excessive force, assault, battery, racial discrimination, recklessness, the same stuff that we hear every day, the reoccurring theme with these bad cops. Brown, a 44-year-old black man, was in fear for his life during the arrest, according to the lawsuit, which seeks an award of compensatory and punitive damages. Tactic used not taught by police department, indictment says. Well, it's not taught. The other incident involved Waters occurred on September 12, according to the indictment. In that situation, while responding to a domestic violence incident, Waters allegedly used his nightstick to repeatedly apply downward force on the suspect's neck, according to the indictment. The person suffered injuries to their face, including lacerations and bruises, it said. The tactic allegedly used by Waters is not taught to Wilmington Police Department officers, according to the department use of force instructor, and is considered lethal force, according to the indictment. But they may not teach it, but they all seem to know about it, right? Waters was no longer with the department as of January. Wilmington PD spokesman told Delaware Crime News Journal at the time. Waters faces multiple charges over the 2 incidents, including felony tampering with public records and felony second-degree perjury, plus misdemeanor charges of assault in the 3rd degree, official misconduct, and falsifying business records. According to the indictment, the charges collectively carry a potential maximum 13-year sentence, but we know that'll never happen. The evidence in the case shows a clear and disturbing pattern of violence and deception, Jennings said in a statement. Well, we've been seeing a clear and disturbing pattern with police for some time now. I've got 700 videos of that. The defendant repeatedly abused a position of trust and authority. Trust. Maybe authority, but definitely not trust. I don't trust them. And then so subsequently lied about it. We don't tolerate this kind of misconduct by anyone, especially when they get caught. Let alone from someone who swore an oath to protect this. They didn't swore any oath to anything other than protect their pension and don't cross the blue line of BS. See, they just can't help but put those propaganda disclaimers in. Let alone from someone who's sworn an oath to protect this community. I'd like to know what that oath is, because I've seen some of the oath and protect the community. Well, once again, people, their job is to investigate crimes, make arrests, gather evidence, and assist the prosecution. That is their job. And to generate revenue for the town. And we will prosecute his crime to the fullest extent of the law. Yeah, that's what they always say. Yeah, they charge him. They give him the charges. And then they give him a bunch of charges. Then they come back and they give him a plea deal. And I suspect what will happen here, the plea deal will be official misconduct. And that'll be it. And then he won't see a day in jail. And once again, the taxpayers will pay the cost for bad cop behavior. That cop will not have to spend any money beyond having an attorney, and who knows, maybe the police union will pay for the attorney, but the only expense he's going to have is an attorney. I don't see him paying anything out of his pocket for the damages that he did to those people. Nothing. Alright, we'll put this link in the description. You can go read the whole thing yourself and let me know what you think. Another bad cop story, the reoccurring theme, violence. Because we know violence is how they solve problems. The low intelligence, they don't know how to do anything else but that. I'm John Van Dyke from New Jersey Exposed. Till next time, people.
It happened last Tuesday in the Three Seas Market, right in front of one of their security cameras. 44-year-old Dwayne Brown had come in to buy a bottle of water. A Wilmington police officer followed him in a minute or so later. The owner of the store in the city's Southbridge neighborhood didn't want his face on camera, but says he saw the whole thing.
No, he was just asking why. What was going on? Why is he being handcuffed?
Seconds later, well, you can see what happened.
Nobody deserved that.
It doesn't appear Brown put up any sort of fight, but the officer then smashed his head into the wall. The store owner showed me the hard bulletproof glass where his face hit. A local pastor tells me he doesn't know exactly what led up to this moment, but he says he's pretty sure that wouldn't have been the police reaction in a more upscale neighborhood. He just doesn't get how it went from 0 to 100 in no time flat.
Even if I buy into he may have done something before he went into the store, there's a professionalism that we must have. I did not see anything to warrant such aggressive behavior.
Your gut reaction?